sure we get in through. Reach the fat and the bouncer. Boss man, my name on that paper. He say, partner, I don't remember you, but he must not understand. Hey, oh, inside I hear just raining, woman. I don't formulate me plan. Oh, I getting inside. So when the levels start to rise, I getting in on the action, the action, the action. I getting in on the action, yeah. Don't know how I get in the session, the action. The action, I get in on the action.
Greetings and salutations one and all.
Look how I lost myself deep inside this jam. Feel like I want
as I get in on the action. Yeah, you get to see the other me.
If you see me, I go get.
See? You like it? Get used to it.
Oh, inside I hear just raining, woman. I feel through the partition. Now it's VIP time, so when the levels start to rise.
I want to say welcome to the night shift.
The action, I get in on the action, yeah. Don't know how I missed this so long. The action,
The beginning of a new, brand spanking new night shift week. Kicking it off with a little Olatunji. It's called Action.
right now, the story of my life now. Yo, Static, story time now. Leave the house and meet me, partner. We on the guest list for later. He tell me he sure we getting through. Reach the fat and the bouncer. Boss man, my name on that paper. He say, partner, I don't remember you, but he must not understand. Hey, oh, inside I hear just raining, woman. I don't formulate me plan. Oh, I getting inside. So when the levels start to rise, I getting in on the action, the action, the action. I getting in on the action, yeah. Don't know how I get in the session.
I want to say welcome to those locked in on TuneIn Radio, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Rotterbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network with Clinton Lindsay, ClintonLindsay.com. Across the pond, One Harmony Radio, and all the other affiliates are bringing the show right now. Thank you. And big ups to those tuning on PEMG TV. And of course those watching live right here on kevinstew.com. Big ups to the reggae music editing extraordinaire, Mr. Marlon Burrell. Hanging out with us in the chat room. Part of his show, Real Rockers, which happens just before mine. I always love the information that Marlon brings and his tributes. Tonight being to Fatis.
So when the levels start to rise, I go reach in the party, I go have a good time. If you don't know me face, don't mind. But now open your cooler, cause I know I might. I like it itself tonight, and I'm feeling like I can. Boy, cause inside the air just raining, woman. I reached the promise,
Waiting to connect
and I'm feeling so nice. So when the levels start to rise,
with Owen in Jamaica.
the action, I get in on the action, yeah. Don't know how I missed this so long. The action, I get in on the action, yeah.
When the music hits you, you feel no pain. We're doing it again and again. When the music hits you, you feel no pain.
And that's what happens when you get in on the action.
Your heart is beating, and you're breathing, and you're so full of life.
Yeah, best believe.
We activate,
As we activate life, this one of Razor Saga.
up in here, give me something, up in here, put up something, up in here, wave up something, up in here. Cause we up, we not down, we come to
Yeah, go ahead, put something up in there.
and we going strong, full of the
Don't be afraid, don't be shy.
Something, up in the air. Wave up something, up in the air. Give me something, up in the air. Put up something, up in the air. This time I'm doing all I could, 'cause I full up my life, I think I should. Live my life to the fullest, bring my cup to the fullest, jam them girls to the fullest, go all out just like tourists. I say, if you know you want it and you not give up, I want you to show me you can make the cut. Time to raise the vibe now, it's time to live it up. So come and start it up, come let me activate the vibe.
You ever notice sometimes you have these devices and they decide that they're going to do their own things?
Give me something, up in the air. Put up something, up in the air. Wave up something, up in the air. 'Cause we up, we not done. We come to party all day long, and we going strong. Don't let the party stop. So show me something, up in the air. Wave up something, up in the air. Give me something, up in the air. Put up something, up in the air. Come out to party. Yes, I come out to party. Live my life to the fullest, bring my cup to the fullest, jam them girls to the fullest, go all out just like tourists. I say, if you know you bout it and you not give up, I want you to show me you can make the cut. Time to raise the vibe now, it's time to live it up. So come and start it up, come let we activate the vibe. Come let we
And so we're activating live right now. I just got a message
something, up in the air.
from Kingston, Jamaica.
Put up something, up in the air. Wave up something, up in the air. 'Cause we up,
Owen K. Ferguson Esquire, that is,
going strong. Don't let
won't be able to join us tonight.
something, up in the air. Wave up something, up in the air. Give me something, up in the air. Put up something,
Homely duties call. But you know it's all good,
come on to party.
because I get to warm you up with a little bit of this. Because you know, right here on the night shift, we have this what Nadia Batson is singing about. We have purpose.
I take off my phone for spite. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want no distraction at all.
It's Monday night. It's a thing we call community and finance. In a few minutes, we're going to be talking with Koriq.
This what we come here for. Fill up the bacchanal. Tell them to give we more.
I was warming up a little bit just before.
This what we come here for.
Yeah, I guess 6:56. We have a little bit of an extended soca session tonight.
There's no limit for all my friends and I.
As a matter of fact,
Friends we like family. Mash
I might have to turn it up just a little bit for the soca tonight, eh?
line. Cause the only reason I come in here is to celebrate my life. I have every intention to leave feeling better than when I arrived. Clean and sweaty already, tired, don't know when. And next weekend we'll do it again. Continuous with purpose, this what we come here for. We love the bacchanal, tell them to give we more. Continuous with purpose, this what we come here for. We love the bacchanal, tell them to give we more. Continuous with purpose, yeah. Continuous with purpose, yeah. Say jump up like this is a circus, yeah. Not even feet could have hurt us, 'cause this is with purpose, yeah. If I run in love in the club with eyes, tell somebody to pour a drink for me. Right now is a different kind of high, no lie. 'Cause the only reason I come in here is to celebrate my life. I have every intention to leave feeling better than when I arrived. Clean and sweaty already, tired, don't know when. And next weekend we'll do it again. Continuous with purpose, this what we come here for. We love the bacchanal, tell them to give we more.
That's right, yes, 6:56. Bacchanal.
We love the bacchanal,
Connecting on all kind of devices tonight.
we more.
One over there, one over there, one over there, one over there. Oh boy.
Jump up like this is a circus, yeah. Not even feet could have hurt us, 'cause this is with purpose.
Let me see if I can make you break a sweat tonight.
This what we come here for.
Before we sit down and talk with Koriq.
Tell them to
Yeah, the extended soca section. Yeah, soca made me do it. Anything that happens in this segment of the show right now is soca fault. I want to say big ups to our sponsors for this initial segment of the show. Pulse E-Media Group and Being in the Moment is priceless. Give them a call. They can hook you up real nice. They can make this right here that you're experiencing on kevinstew.com happen for you. Just give them a call. When you call them, call my name. 754-999-6020, 754-999-6020. Pulse E-Media Group. When Being in the Moment is priceless, you want to connect with them. Yeah, we can throw them back too. This is Winston So-So. That's great, 7:41. Whatever it is, soca getting blamed tonight. 18 minutes after the hour. Yeah, I won't refuse it.
I don't mind if you want to give me, I won't refuse it.
Best believe we're having some fun tonight. Here's the warm up.
I'm excited. I want to eat it all and done. I don't mind. I don't mind if you want to give me a walk with music. I don't mind. I don't mind if you want to give me a walk with music. I don't mind. I don't mind if you want to give me a walk with music.
Let me go. Hey, drop the bass and drop the bass. We go run this rock, let me mash up the party. Drop the road, form a line when we drop this one. Everybody start away. Drop the bass and drop the bass. We go run this.
So since you won't refuse it in a 741, that only tells me that you did one thing.
And this energy so amazing, it's enticing.
You surrender.
Make my cringe to be crying when I'm
And it really didn't take me a whole lot to get you to surrender.
that nostalgia, you feel it, feel. Yeah, to get inside that it
But I don't think you're easy though.
yes, you getting lost in the magic when you're body take control. Man, this music to make you whine. Let go, boy, hold on and whine.
So let us track out here.
Lose your mind and mash up
It's called Surrender.
feeling to break away. Free up where we break away.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew. Yeah.
True.
Music. Let me go.
Yeah, a little bit of a musical stew.
Stand up the place, we go run this rock, let me mash up the party. Drop the road, form a line when we drop this one. Everybody start away. Drop the bass, stand up the place, we go run this rock, let me mash up the party. Drop the road, down the road. Music, and this energy so amazing, it's enticing. Make my cringe to be crying when I'm on play. In a symphony, that nostalgia you feel it, feel. Yeah, to get inside of the music, personifying the music. Yes, you're getting lost in the magic when your body take control. Man, this music to make you whine. Let go, boy, hold on and whine. Man, this music to make you lose your mind and mash up your spine. If you feel it to break away, free up where we break away. Man, this music will make you ramage. So hesitate to surrender. Baby, give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Sweet surrender. Baby, give yourself to me.
Yeah, just give up.
Me all is
Submit.
bacchanal time. Carnival time. Look how the music making your dingle. Everybody jumping like we can fly away. If the rhythm make you feel sexy, don't deny it. If your body telling you yes and you enjoying it. Every melody, every harmony, man, it's me. Time to get inside of the music. Personifying the music. Yes, you're getting lost in the magic when your body take control. Man, this music to make you whine. Let go, boy, hold on and whine. Man, this music to make you lose your mind and mash up your spine. If you're feeling to break,
Yes, go ahead and let go.
where we break away. Man, this music will make you ramage. Let me go to surrender. Baby, give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Sweet surrender. Baby, give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. All is mine. Bacchanal time. Carnival time. Let me go. Hey. Look how the music making your dingle. Everybody jumping like we can fly away. Look how the music making your dingle. Everybody jumping like we can fly away. Drop the bass and drop the bass. We go run this rock, let me mash up the party. Drop the road,
Alright, I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit.
everybody start to whine. Drop the bass and drop the bass. We go run this rock, let me mash up the party. Drop the road, down the road. Music, and you're telling me you don't feel it, why you lying? From the fire to the savannah, like a storm brewing. Every flag on, every band and every pattern. Already inside of the music, yes, personifying the music. Yes, we getting lost in the magic as we body take control. Man, this music to make you whine. Let go, boy, hold on and whine. Man, this music to make you lose your mind and mash up your spine. If you feel it to break away, free up where we break away. Man, this music will make you ramage.
Yeah, it's called Musical stew. Normally we end the week like this. Tonight we're kicking it off like this. We didn't get to have the legal segment tonight. Owen had to take care of some things with the family. Suddenly. But what do? We push through. As we wait for Koriq to come and join us.
We give it to the girl, them make them real up on ball and make them start. Anytime she wants it back, she have to call. But it fall, I'm hitting it on the spot and now the race starts. Penetrate so great, catch a feeling, come up and down, what you think, say? Immediate if not before. Break it out, take it out, no mistake it out. Me give affection in your direction with my all out. Girl, just follow me if you love energy. If you want to the green, cool like Penelope. Because you just bounce with the dusty. We keep giving you the Q to the U to the A, yeah. To the L to the I to the T to the Y. Girl, I got to try. Take your booty, make you reach to the SKY. Woman, I got to say, the way you move is making my eyes red. Cause you know, say your S to the E to the X to the Y. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Back it up, boy, 'cause it got me feeling naughty. I wanna know.
Back in the room. Ready to
3 minutes to go in this segment.
So I hope you can stand the vibration.
Can you stand the vibration?
Alright.
Vibranium reaching you right now. He said it, not me.
Geronimo, look out below. Here comes the brother with the offbeat flow. I just fell from the mothership. Out here, brothers about to rip it on another tip. Slip, don't trip. My niggas in the house, I turn your body, get the flip. As I come from the depths of doom, I step back like with the boom. Let me hear say,
Way-o.
let me hear say, let me hear say, let me hear say,
Last one before we jump into the break. Does it feel good to you? want to say thanks to each and everyone who have it locked right now. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. We're going to be connecting with Koriq. Clear on the other side of the world right now. In just a few moments. Once again, I want to say thanks to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this initial segment. Hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a difference. We're going to take a quick little break in just a few. And we'll be talking with Koriq when we come back. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. True. He over there dancing 656. We take dancers. Well, we're over there dancing. Just shoot me a picture. Take a video. Let everybody know who making you scream because it feels good. Everybody's free! Rosala! Everybody is free. Listen, we'll be right back after these few messages, okay? Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. True. We'll be right back.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine arts students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palace1.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger.
Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help.
Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, the Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations of the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's time to get live, it's time to get lit. Spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. It's time to spit. Join Sharon Corinthian and St. Patrick every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 96.3 IMG Radio as they bring you poetry at its finest, featuring some of the hottest spoken word artists from around the world. It will leave you touched, moved, and inspired. Tell a friend to tell a friend and join us for the show.
Yes. Akar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
Party people them there. So hard now the weekend done. I think all the weekend done. We no want no negativity. So if a badness you are praying not invited to this party. We come to dance to the music. Take your girl by the hand. Feel the music while we use it to spread love across the land. We come to dance to the music and we're only having fun. So leave the bad vibes, leave the night, and leave all the guns because there's no.
Leave the bad vibes. Leave the gun. No weapons allowed in this party. Want to welcome you guys back to the show. It's a night shift with me, DJ Kevin Stew. True. This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions, bringing music to life. Best believe. This track is called No Weapons Allowed. Now let me apologize beforehand, because when we're talking to people from such great distances, we use whatever means necessary. So this connection may be skippy and sketchy at times, but we're working through it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one and only You've heard me play this song before. And some of you who have been long-time listeners have heard me talk to him before. This is the sound of the man himself, Mr. Koriq. Ladies and gentlemen, live and in living color. Well, I'm the only one in living color right now. He's in static color.
Digital color.
Ladies and gentlemen, Koriq, hailing all the way from, where are you, Sweden?
Yes, sir.
My goodness.
All over there in Swedish country.
So, with you over there in Sweden, what time is it, brethren?
Let's see. Right now it is 4:44 a.m.
4:44 a.m. So that's Tuesday morning, 4:44.
Yeah, about 4:45.
My goodness. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this is what you call committed. This right here. Because the man should be asleep, but he's awake and he's on here to share with us right here on the night shift. Much respect. First of all, let me get that out of the way.
If I can show off a little bit, give thanks. But if I can show off a little bit today, it's easy to commit when you understand what it is that you're doing. For example, if this were a 9 to 5, you couldn't get me out of my bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. But music is a different world altogether. You know what I mean? We're awake when the world is sleeping, and we're awake when the world is ready to party.
Yes.
We're in the studio when you're sleeping, and we're in the clubs when you want to party. Like, we're always there for you, you know?
So true. Spoken like a true entertainer.
Well, respect, man.
And for those who are new to who Koriq is, give us a little bit of the background.
Well, born and raised in church, like you would want to probably say your average or typical Jamaican. Learned to play keyboards in church. Son of a musician turned radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in Ochorio, moved to Kingston, became a professional full-time musician, and I'm actually on tour right now as a keyboard player with Charles and the Black Style Band.
Nice.
Singing professionally probably about 5 years ago, and I have a few recordings under my belt, working on that big hit trying to become a household name. Hopefully that's the very next step in the journey that is Koriq.
Well, you're
that's a nutshell version.
If it's any consolation, you're already a household name in my house.
Let's go take it house to house.
Right. And I have been privileged enough to be one to be calling the name Koriq for a very long time.
I am privileged to have my name called by the Kevin Stew.
And this is way before Kevin Stew existed in the entertainment sense. So yeah, we come in from far, and I never thought that we'd ever get to this point. But this is how the Father designed it, and this is how it is. For those of you who are new to the show, and those of you who are regulars to the show, I would normally give out the number to call, but because of the nature of this call, I'm going to encourage you guys to visit the chat room, kevinstew.com, and post your comments and your questions right there on the chat. Well, you can text me. You can text 773-789-STEW. Just don't call. Text tonight only. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. Alright, so cool. Yeah, man. We get to design the show to suit the needs
of the moment.
Yeah.
Like it.
So, grew up playing in church keyboards.
Yeah.
And then you realized that this singing thing could work for you when?
Wow, about 5 years ago, you know. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to necessarily be an easy road in terms of you just put out a one song, it becomes a major hit and boom, you're a star overnight. No, right. I didn't expect that. Mm-hmm. But I knew that, you know, if I stick to the journey, the end would be very, 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 very lucrative.
Right.
So, you know, I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
Right.
As a matter of fact, my father used to tell me from the very first moment I displayed any kind of musical talent, my father used to tell me, yo, you need to sing, man, sing. You know, because there was a little keyboard in the house and it was almost like magic. I kind of just started playing, you know what I mean? Me and the keyboard developed a relationship like instantly. And the moment my father recognized that talent in him, started telling me, oh, you need to sing. And I was like, sure, daddy, you don't know what you're talking about, man. I can't sing. I play keyboard, look how natural this come to me. And I'm shy, I can't sing. And then here I am now, a grown man, finally taking daddy's advice. You know.
See?
I guess better late than never.
People often don't listen to the elders, you know, as youngsters, and think that
youth is wasted on the young.
Right? Decide that we can do this thing because we know it. Take teaching, telling to carry you go far.
Yeah, tell a youngster nothing, man. We know everything.
Trust and believe. So, Koriq, the main reason that we're chatting tonight has to do with your most recent, should I call it your most recent challenge? Alright, let's
you wouldn't be wrong.
Let's call it that.
Wrong.
Yeah. Because you've never entered this competition before.
No, I've never entered that competition before.
Right, so
my very first time as an entrant.
So here it is. This is your new challenge. The JCDC Festival Song Competition, Jamaica Cultural Development Commission Festival Song Competition. And this competition is what? About 45 years old or something like that? Is it that old?
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly how old. Well, no, shouldn't it be like as old as Independence? I don't know, but it's been around quite a while. As far as my life goes, there's always been a
JCDC Festival Song Competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
in fact, I go back to what I call the glory days. I don't know. I wasn't here for the beginning of it, so you know what I call glory days may differ from those who've been around before me. But I remember the days of Tiki Tita, and you know what I mean. Everybody must remember that tune. Oh,
hey.
You know what I mean? Nice. And it did not win, but it was in my book the most popular song that year.
That was,
and then,
yeah.
General Stanley did take it a year. You know what I mean? Festival was serious business back then, man. With a man like Ryan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ryan had it as the formula, you know?
Yeah. And so much so that he got dub plates from his songs and all that. Not a lot of people ended up having dub plates from their festival songs.
Yeah, man.
So you decided to enter the competition. Why this year? Why?
Well, you know, honestly, it's not one of those glamorous stories we can tell us about the Lord told me or nothing like that. But the truth of the matter is, I had a brethren who was a producer. He actually produced my song, Everything I Own. Shout out to the one Mario Scientist Lawrence. And he said to me, yo, you know, as an independent artist, you know, you're not signed to nobody or nothing, you know, it might be a good thing for you to enter this competition and get some promotion out of it. And I'm like, yo, festival is not really my thing. You listen to my songs no have nothing to do with that festival vibes there. And them say, guitar shot. So I dug around in my hard drive and found a song I wrote about 2.5 years ago. And, you know, the message in the song and the lyrical content was in keeping with the festival spirit, you know. Although, you don't know, Koriq have to do things in a unique kind of way.
Right.
So it wasn't the typical festival song where, you know, we're not talking about Jamaica little, but with Talawa, we're not talking about ackee and saltfish and breadfruit, and we're not talking about these things. My song was more an advertisement to the world about Jamaica.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty sure you have it. So later on, the people can get a chance to listen to it.
Oh yeah.
Basically, the song is inviting people to come to Jamaica to have some fun and just enjoy what I consider to be probably our most, our biggest international export, which is tourism. You know, so that's pretty much what the song was about. And you know, if I dare say so myself, it's wrapped up in a very neat, deceptive little package. It almost want to sound like a love song.
Yes, very true. And you wrote the song 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, and festival was not in my mind about that song at all until my brethren said to me, you need to enter this competition. So, you know, I dig around the hard drive, found the song, and decided to put some music to it, and I submitted it to JCDC. Lo and behold, among almost 300 entrants, my song made the top 30, and then out of that, we made the top 10, and that, you know, pretty much was the end of my journey with JCDC.
All right, so here it is. You're going along, and your song is doing well, because based on the views that it had on YouTube and other social media, I would say that your song is doing pretty well. I personally had been playing it just about 2 out of 3 of my nights in the week.
Wow, give thanks, and I appreciate that.
Because it's a nice
tune. If my other radio personality friends would do that, but I bust a long time.
It's just a nice tune. Hands down, our relationship has nothing to do with my opinion of the tune. It's just a really sweet tune. And
same. Give thanks, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And so I've been playing it, and when I look at your views of your video on YouTube, I'm like, people are going and checking it out also. So
yeah, man. Well, you know, the truth is, people. Well, let me not even interrupt you. Go ahead, sir.
Well, as I was just going to say, I'd expect it to do very well in the competition, and there you were, top 10 out of over 200 entrants.
Yeah. Well, I think it's almost 300 rather than over 200. Well, and a whole heap of people entered it. In fact, I think it's a record number of entrants this year. And I think this year they had I think they broke a lot of records this year. They had the largest group. They had the most number of entrants. The whole heap of records and break this year. I don't remember all of them, but they were all mentioned.
Okay. And then,
during the course of the competition.
And they didn't have a competition last year for whatever reason. They didn't have a competition last year. So those from last year saved up their entries for this year, and everybody just jumped in. And
everybody jumped in. Yeah, many were called.
Yeah. So now here it is. You're in the top 10, and you get a message to say, you know what, you can't be in the competition anymore.
Yeah.
First response, and tell us how exactly that message that you got went.
Naturally, my first response to that would have been, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, that's the radio edit. But yeah, the thing is, when I first entered the competition, well, first of all, you know that I'm a musician, a touring, traveling musician.
Yeah.
I play for Taurus Riley and the Black Soil Band. Shout out to Taurus Riley and Black Soil, Dean Fraser, Shane Brown, Ali, and the whole massive big up.
Right.
So you know, naturally, I'm expected to be wherever Taurus Riley is booked.
Yes.
Now, we didn't have a European tour last year, so it's not like so we always, you know, we will always have a European tour. So I never know what's going to happen until I get the schedule.
Right.
At the time when I entered the competition, there was no schedule, no tour schedule anywhere. I guess they may have been putting it together at the time, and I was hoping that what would normally happen was that the tour would end in early September, which means I might have had enough time to do the competition straight out to the end and then go off on tour. I was hoping that would have been the case, but alas, it never worked out for me that way. And so, because of traveling engagements, I had missed the first and second road shows. I showed up for the third and fourth, and then of course, because of touring now, I had to miss the last two shows and the last two road shows and the finals. So naturally, you know, the JCDC is going to have a bit of an issue with that. So that was to be expected. But the moment I realized that that's what was going to happen in terms of me traveling, I contacted the JCDC and I said, "Yo, this is the situation. You know, I didn't know what the schedule was like and whatnot, and so now I have to travel." And I made a few suggestions as to how we could rectify the situation. Of course, I was told that don't worry about it. You know, your video will be played on the night of the final, and it will be judged among all the other songs and things. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, I think my solution was better still, because I can't imagine that my song would win based on a video in my absence, and the crowd would take that lightly. I never happening, but then it's not my competition; it's JCDC competition, and it's them I tell me. So I'm like, okay, whatever you say, you know. And then the next thing I hear from them a few days later is that I'm being asked to write a formal letter withdrawing from the competition, and I'm like, really? That's not sitting well with me. I don't feel good about that, especially since the last time we spoke, that was the last thing on anybody's mind. Nobody ever mentioned to me that I might be asked to leave the competition. You know, so it kind of did rub me away still. But it is what it is, and I think at the end of the day, I got what it is I went into the competition for. You know, so no harm done, no foul, no love lost. Me and everybody good same way. Big up all the other nine contestants. I mean, I'm a brethren them. I mean, I made a few new friends, and a few of them I've been friends from before. So me, everybody good same way. It's just that the way it played out kind of did rub me the wrong way still. But you don't know, you kind of get over these little bruises and you keep it moving.
Now, when you said that you got the dates and realized that you weren't going to be around and you contacted JCDC,
yeah.
How long ago? Because the finals was just last week. The finals was the 15th of July.
Not much go to be the winner. You should thank your lucky stars. I wasn't in the competition at that time, Nazelman. Big up yourself for that.
Who won? I didn't follow up. Nazelman won?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to find that tune. Honestly speaking, I had been meaning to go ahead and catch up on the top 10 tunes, but I was just playing yours. I'm sorry. To JCDC and
I'm not sorry. I give thanks for that.
I am supposed to do my due diligence as a radio personality, but it's still my show and you're not paying me for it, JCDC. So.
And I'm saying too that with all due respect, if I am the executive producer of a project, is it your job to seek me out, or is it my job to make sure you have the music?
Right.
Let's leave that one right there.
Yes. And there goes the big stone crashing through the big pretty window of the house.
I don't want to feel like I'm here trying to throw stones from people's glass house, and I don't do that.
Clearly you don't live in a glass house, sir.
Made of bricks, brother, made of bricks.
So this was your first reaching out to them was how long ago?
So I don't remember because it happened on tour. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think this was probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I mean, if I had the email in front of me, I could have give you the exact date. But it's probably about 2.5 weeks ago that I reached out to them and explained my position and situation.
So it was still back in June, basically.
Yeah, man. I want to believe that, but don't quote me because I don't have the information right at hand in front of me. And of course, at 5 o'clock in the morning, the brain are quite boot up.
It's okay. All right. So I did some research. I did some looking into it, which I sometimes do and do very well.
I mean, journalists, of course.
And thanks to some other journalists that did some research, mainly those hanging out at the Jamaica Gleaner.
You know,
I have to give credit to where credit is due.
Of course.
Basically, you reached out on June 20 with your suggestions.
Okay. See, so you have the details.
Yeah, I did some research. Like I said, I did some research.
Yeah, man.
And gave basically that suggestion that you said. And you also suggested finding a stand-in vocalist.
Yeah, man, that was one of the suggestions I suggested to them. And I really thought that was a great idea, since I was told too that it's more about the song than about the performer.
Right. So you'd only be missing out on the best performer category.
That's what I thought. Yeah, well, for obvious reasons. I couldn't vex about that at all.
Right. But from June 20, you sent out yours. 2 days later, you got a response.
Yeah.
Telling you about that it's all good. And then fast forward July 2, you get another message saying that, hey,
get out.
Based on your absence, you're gonna have to not be in the competition. Asking you to submit your formal withdrawing from the competition.
Exactly.
So if you submit a letter now withdrawing, then JCDC is clear. They're in the clear. They didn't do anything shady. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything questionable.
Well, whether or not I wrote that letter, it would be in my mind that they didn't do anything questionable or shady.
Okay.
Because my issue is not with what ended up happening. My issue is with how it played out. It just did kind of feel a way to me that, you're going to tell me, so, no, man, everything good. And then the next time I hear from you, I'm in a world of trouble. it don't sit well with me.
So, well, that could be considered shady.
Well, like I said, that all happened in the way things played out. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I have a competition. DJ Kevin still entered the competition, and he's, for whatever reason, unable to show up at all the events associated with the competition.
Right.
Naturally, me and Kevin still going to have a talk.
Right.
It's a natural turn of events, me, which is why I went to them first. Because I saw what was about to happen.
But that's some good foresight on your part.
Well, I mean, when the kids in this thing, I don't want to blow my own horn, but, when I'm new to this, I like things integrity. And look at people to fulfill requirements. It is my to call you and say, oh, Kevin, but it don't look like it. So you're vexed me for that. You're vexed me for still expecting and I just didn't show up.
Right. So, fast forward now, we are at...
ability to step forward and say what I thought was going to happen.
No, okay, I got you. So, fast forward now, here we are today, the 23rd of July. Well, where you are, it's the 24th of July. And
yeah.
The competition has come, it has, the finals have come and they have gone, and the finalist, the winner has been chosen and all that. Your position is, I am cool with that. I am fine with their decision. It's their competition. No hard feelings on my part. But let me ask you this.
The decision, okay, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, and I applaud you for taking that position. My question to you is this.
Respect, man.
Next year rolls around. The competition comes back. What do you do?
I don't know. But I mean, I have no intent competition again, but that is not to say I will not. You never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, my relationship with JCDC only just starts and not necessarily over just because the competition is over.
Right.
I can go that I might enter again as or a producer, or who knows, maybe as a contestant. The truth is, I don't want to label them.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you're breaking up. There's that long distance connection right there. You say that again for me.
Oh, I wonder if you can hear me now.
I can hear you now.
So the world is waking up and eating up the bandwidth.
Right?
So what I'm saying is, I wouldn't want to run the risk of being labeled as a festival artist per se, or any kind of artist other than a reggae artist or a great artist. That's the kind of label I would want.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not really leaning towards entering the competition as a contestant again. It can happen, but it's not something that I'm really banking on. Although I might actually be in the competition again as a writer or a producer. So yeah, as I was saying before, my relationship with JCDC is not necessarily over just because the competition is done.
Yeah. Well, I like your position on that also. So,
In respect.
where does Koriq go from here? Because you said you entered the competition for a little bit more exposure on the Jamaican scene.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing is, this year, I think, more than any other year, the social media component was probably more utilized.
Hmm.
So it, my hopes were that it would have been more than just on the Jamaican front. You know,
Ah,
like I mean, case in point, DJ Kevin Stew was playing my song from the JCDC competition.
yeah, but I was playing it because Koriq did
Social media
his
and
work and sent it out. I didn't get it because I
really,
tuned into JCDC and the competition. I have it because Koriq did his work and sent me the song.
right. Well, like I said, that's another part of the difference with this year's competition is that there seemed to have been a lot of focus on the contestants themselves putting in work to promote the songs and the competition.
Mm.
Well, kind of came
What?
uh, um,
But
choir.
people in
Um,
Sweden really waking up. There
I,
it is. Alright, say it again, Koriq.
yeah, man, and uh,
Yeah. That's voice over IP for you, ladies and gentlemen. Free live radio
yeah,
right here. Live conversations right here. And Koriq is hailing us from Sweden. And right now
yes,
it
sir.
is 5:15 in Sweden. So I apologize at the beginning beforehand because I suspected something like this may happen. So
Yeah, it's all like you and I have a few things in common, man.
only a few. Music being one of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And integrity. So we apologize when we see problems coming.
Yeah. Want to say
What?
greetings to those who are just tuning in. I just saw someone else pop into the chat room. Good evening to you.
Yeah.
All right, and you're listening to Koriq. You hear my voice, and the other voice you're hearing, the better voice, is that of Koriq.
Yeah, man. The better voice at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, proud of you, though. Proud of you. So yeah, I was asking, what's next for Koriq?
Yeah, well, first of all, like I said before, I got what I came into the competition for. You know, there was some promotion there waiting for me, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quite a number of people who have never heard of Koriq have heard of Koriq now.
Right.
And you know, for me, it's business as usual. You know, with a slightly larger audience because of the competition. You know, so I'm still grateful for the competition in itself, even though you know certain things never played out, never broke my way. But that's cool. That is just a part of life. You roll with the punches and keep it moving. So what's next for me is I'm actually the moment I get off of this tour and get back home, there are a few projects that are going to have my full attention. One of them is a gospel project by a sister named Dawn Martin.
Mm.
So I'm dealing with that strictly as a producer and songwriter.
Okay.
And then of course there's the Koriq things that need to get done. So I'm actually going to get started working on my album.
Yes, I like that A word.
Well, yeah, man, because I was talking with Dean Fraser recently, probably last week, and you know, because my whole aim, my whole not aim, my perception of this business is that you kind of have to just put singles out there until you score a hit, and then the moment you have a hit, it's time to get busy on an album.
Okay.
But the legendary Dean Fraser was advising me and saying that, when a record label decides to work with you, you don't want to be running around scampering for songs. You want to have songs ready so that we can choose from that and put an album together like in short order. Because the world is moving so fast these days. You can't have to be ready to move with it.
Right.
So he was encouraging me to get started on the album. No need to necessarily have a release date because there's no pressure for that or nothing. But get busy, get to work on it so that if you can finish at least writing one a month by the end of the year, your album ready.
Makes sense.
So we're talking about brand new material now, and if there are any songs that a major producer might feel interested in and want to do.
Well, let me put it out there personally. I have a couple of tunes that I just consider to be just awesome tunes. One of them I will probably end my musical therapy with it later on. Scream My Name. I haven't played that in a few months. There was a time when I was playing it every night. I won't even lie. Every night I was playing Scream My Name.
I'm happy about that.
But you also have All Woman. Again, see, I tell you, he's in Sweden. You have this Sweden waking up and eating up the bandwidth thing going on. So every time you hear that little beep, it's because some more people jumped on and we lost connection for a quick second. Just let you know. Yeah, so there's Scream My Name. There is Count on You. There's the Mother's Day track that you put out, I Feel Your Love.
I just shot a short video for Count on You last night, actually.
Really?
Yeah, man. I have to take advantage of the Swedish scenery, man.
Yes. Do you have some Swedish girls in your video?
How many artists at my level can actually pay to go to Sweden to shoot a video?
That's when you work smarter, not harder. So
there you go.
You're on tour with Taros. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, man.
So you got some Swedish girls in your video?
Maybe some passers-by. I don't know. We shot it last night. I'm not sure what is going to come out in the final edit.
Okay.
But we shall see.
Yeah, that should be nice. That should be nice. Your rendition of Everything I Own is really nice also. Has people rocking. Your rendition of Everything I Own.
Yeah. Well,
see, no, he starts telling the story.
That was a little bit.
Say that again.
Yeah. But that's good. You hearing me?
Yeah, man. I'm hearing you.
Okay. Yes, I was saying that I only have one virgin who was saying, boy, I could have delivered it a little better still. But everybody else that has been bold enough to step and say something, have positive reviews, and people seem to be liking it. So I give them time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a nice, smooth, easygoing track as it was initially recorded as. So I don't think it was you're taking anything away from it. Party Vibes. That's another nice bouncy tune. So you have some tracks that I personally like, and thank you for sharing them with me, keeping me in the loop and sending on.
Of course, man. Of course. I mean, look, man. Life. I believe is symbiotic.
Yeah.
Means that I need you and you need me. I want my music played and you need me. So
right. You need to make it so that I can play it. Yes. And So Freely. Let me not leave out So Freely in the mix. But yeah, you have some things going on there. If you just tune in.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the fact that you actually log on and love my music.
Yeah, man.
Love that.
Yeah. It kind of helps that I know you from before you started doing this thing still, but and it was kind of funny because after your days back at School of Music, Ednaman in college, when I was working across the street at Mutual Life, I met a mutual friend of ours. Back then, she went by the name Andrea. Are you back? I know we got disconnected. Yeah, okay, you're back. Yeah, mutual friend Andrea. Back then, she was Andrea Hines. And it was kind of funny that I was like, you know Koriq? She was like, you know Koriq? I'm like, yeah, I know Koriq. She's like, Koriq is awesome. Koriq he's like the best. And I'm like, really?
Wow.
But that was from back then.
It's nice to know that it's them kind of conversations happen behind my back.
Yeah, I won't tell you anything else, but I'll tell you that. But no,
stick to the positives.
But yeah, it was all positives coming from her, and then of course there was Richie and Jador and It.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, people wondering what is It.
There was an attempt at reversing It, you know.
Yeah, I know. A few years ago. But and I would have loved.
Maybe the time just wasn't right because everybody else was doing their own thing.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that happen. But considering that you're all still around, maybe there's hope yet.
Yeah, I mean, life is quite interesting. You never know what's really going to happen. So, you know, we'll just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride.
There you go. For those of you just tuning in, I want to welcome you to the show. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Tonight is Community and Finance Night, and we're chatting right now with Koriq, who is on tour with Taurus Riley, and this is a European tour. Right now he is in Sweden, and so they're 6 hours ahead of us. So it's 5:25 over there in AM in Sweden. They're already enjoying Tuesday morning.
Yes, sir.
When us here on the east coast of the United States, we're still wrapping up Monday night. Want to say big ups to... Yeah, we're late. But if the rapture come now, remember you getting it first.
Hey, it's good to be ready.
Want to say big ups to JTMC for sponsoring this segment of the show. Thank you, Jonah Marie and crew. Big ups to you. Boy, Koriq, I kind of wish you were in South Florida over this past weekend because Hopeton Lindo had his Earth Day celebration, and that was an all-white affair, and that was something else. I kind of wished you were this side. But I understand duty calls.
Who knows, man? That time.
Yeah, you do to come back this side and grace a stage. Yeah, we kind of needed to do that.
I was hoping to do a few months ago before the garden moved.
Oh yes.
iPhone 4s in. I'm sorry. Repeat that, please.
You had planned to do that a few months ago before the change in management at the garden.
Before the garden switch management.
Okay.
But all kind of things can still go on. So I mean, we just have to get the timing right and put something nice together. Because based on friends and word of mouth, I think I'm developing a nice little audience in the South Florida area.
Yeah, man, and rightly so. You should. You have a good product.
Yeah, man.
So you are a good product.
Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that.
Well, you couldn't be a bad product and be on tour with Taurus. Let's face it.
RB on the show with DJ Kevin Steele.
Well, and that too. True. Very true. Because, we here on the night shift, we are on a mission. It's all a movement.
Right.
So for those of you who are new, don't be shy. Go ahead and share. Tell your friends about it. And tell your friends about Koriq. When I say it, not the band it. That was it that we were talking about earlier. Tell your friends about the night shift. And tell your friends about Koriq. Because if you don't know him, remember, you're going to flood. I've been playing Koriq's music. I don't know who else has been playing it, but I know I have been playing it. And I have been pleased with it. So, Koriq, keep doing what you're doing. In fact, no, don't keep doing what you're doing. Do what you're doing better. Keep improving on what you're doing.
Yeah, man, that's the aim. That's the aim. Put the words right out of my mouth, brother.
Yeah, man. And it's a tall order. Because you have always done well with what you do. Again, this was back in the late 90s, early 2000s that I first heard those accolades about you. So
yeah, I was still a kid. Wow.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, man. For real.
No, tell Andrea. Tell Andrea, don't tell me. Tell Andrea.
I'm telling everybody. I'm telling everybody. As a matter of fact, the gospel project actually features Andrea on a number of those songs. So, me and Andrea were still pretty tight.
Listen, I have been waiting to play something by Andrea. I've played productions from Johnny Clark, but I've been waiting to play something with Andrea on it. This woman is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Trust me, there's no better word.
Yeah.
Phenomenal says it all. When I first met Andrea, I could not believe that someone who does not play an instrument have
perfect pitch.
Person who had the gift of perfect pitch. Now,
yeah,
the ability to hear a note and know exactly what any instrumental reference.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
no.
I was blown away by her one day. I went to a rehearsal at Church on the Rock. In fact, I picked her up from that rehearsal. I knew she was there, and I had a rehearsal. I went to my rehearsal, and I dropped off a friend of mine, and Church on the Rock was nearby. So I swung around to her rehearsal, and I heard her work the sections, flawlessly moving through parts, working with the musicians, and I was like, whoa, people alive can do this?
Yeah, man. People in Jamaica, people right here in front of your face can do it.
Amazing.
Yeah, man.
Another one that I find truly talented, truly gifted, Nicolay Sharp. These days she goes by the name Nicolay Thompson.
Right.
Nicolay is another amazing one. But anyway, we're not talking about them tonight. We're talking about you.
Well, talk about me, as you mentioned these names, I realize how blessed I've been to have been associated with these people. I mean, every name you mentioned, I know these people personally, and you're not lying, man. They're phenomenal. So just being associated with these people, just being aided by faith, or the cosmos, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an amazing experience for me.
And I know how you feel. Trust me, I know how you feel. But you know what? It's 28 minutes to the top of the hour. This is where I typically jump into my musical therapy, and this is where I'm going to introduce some of the Koriq. See, Koriq gone again. But here he is. He's back. All right. This is where I introduce some Koriq music to some newcomers, and the first of which will be that very same track that you entered in the JCDC competition.
Okay.
Quick question: how much work? So this was produced by scientists.
No, the JCDC song was actually produced by, Ufa Music on behalf of JCDC.
Oh, okay.
So JCDC is the executive producer.
Your song being your lyrics, your music?
Yes. No. The JCDC did over the music.
Oh.
So basically, what I submitted to them was eventually treated as a demo for them to actually go and produce the song over from scratch.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, because that's not what I thought was going to happen this year. But things work out how them work out. I think we came out with a good product in the end anyway.
Yeah.
So no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Like I said, I like it.
And then all the musicians that worked on that song with me were friends of mine, and they knew who I was in terms of the fact that I was also a producer.
Right.
So there was a little bit of freedom there. You know what I mean? So I was, not that I was a producer on the track, but my input was respected.
Well, rightly so. Well, Koriq, when do you come back to this hemisphere?
On Sunday, I think that's the 29th. So on Sunday evening, I'll be landing in Kingston and getting right to work. I'm going to hit the road running. Get right to work on Koriq's album and the new Don Martin project. So I'm wearing two hats now. I'm producer and artist.
Listen, I have all the faith in your talent. I have all the confidence that you can do this and do it very well. And as a result, I'm expecting an A+ top class project coming out with both your album and the gospel album, the Don Martin album. So
well, let's hope that you feel satisfied when you hear them both.
Well, you know my contact information, so.
Yeah, man.
But before you jump out, give your contact information, how people can connect with you on social media and such.
Yeah, well, I like to keep it simple so that everybody can remember what's going on. So my name is Koriq, and I spell it Koriq. And I can be reached on all social media at Koriq Music. That's KORIQ MUSIC. So it's Instagram at Koriq Music, Facebook at Koriq Music, YouTube at Koriq Music, and my email address is koriqmusic@gmail.com. All I spell the same way, KORIQ MUSIC. And of course, if you need to link DJ Kevin Stew, him know how to find me.
Yeah. This is true. I do know how to find him, and if you're nice, I will share the information.
Great. So just be nice to the boss, so we can get the music spread all over the place.
I want to thank you, Koriq, for taking the time out and hanging out with us. on the show tonight.
Yeah, man, Kevin, thank you. I really
early.
appreciate the interest in what I do. I appreciate the invite to be on the show.
Yeah,
Respect,
man. Yeah, man. You got up super early to do this once again. Just quickly.
Can't be late for radio.
Right? Just quickly introduce the song, your JCDC entry for me, please. Let me run the track and go into our musical therapy.
Scene. Well, this one is called Let's Do It in Jamaica. I think the title speaks for itself, but I really want to do a nice introduction, but I don't want to give it away. So just listen to the song and form your own opinions and leave a message on the message board. Is that you call it? Your message board?
Yeah, the chat room. It's literally a chat room.
In the chat room. Yeah, man. So feel free to leave your comments in the chat room. I am very interested in hearing what you have to say about the song. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and the beautiful.
Right.
So yeah, this one is called Let's Do It in Jamaica by Koriq, JCDC 2018 entry. In the Jamaica, what do you call it now? The festival song competition.
The festival song competition, yeah. Well, thank you, Bridget, all the way from Sweden.
Listen, when I met this girl.
Alright, so we will link up when you come back this side and it's easier to talk.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, respect and love to you, brother.
Yeah, man, much respect. As we roll into the last segment of the show, brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show with Sir Rockwell. This is Koriq in the background. Let's do it in Jamaica. We're going to take it once more from the top. Koriq, later, Bridget. Safe travels.
Blessed luck.
Blessings.
Nicest place to get away, and we have summer every day, trust me. Well, let me tell you about a pretty young lady. She loves
Let's do it in Jamaica. This would have been my win.
When I met this girl last summer, had the prettiest thing, beautiful smile with the prettiest skin. She was looking for a place to vacation. Me say my home is a great destination. She smiled. I said, would you agree to take that vacation with someone like me? I know the perfect place you can be free, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, where the summer sun is always shining, happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, the nicest place to get away, and we have summer every day. Trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica. That's where all the fun is, baby. Feel free to get wild and crazy, or just relax and be lazy. She's me say whatever you want, whatever you need, it's alright with me. Even if you want to try on the trees, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, where the summer sun is always shining, happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, the perfect place to get away, and we have summer every day. Trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica. If you feel like party with me, let me make it real easy. You just need to get up and shake off your troubles and smile with me. Relax for a while with me. Enjoy the island breeze, baby. Let's do it in Jamaica, where the summer sun is always shining, happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, the nicest place to get away, and we have summer every day. Trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica. So what will it be? The question may ask you still not answer me. The invite is open, your tickets on me. So let me ask you again, girl, would you agree to take that vacation with someone like me? I know the perfect place you can be free, baby. Come with me to Jamaica, where the summer sun is always shining, happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica, the nicest place to get away, and we have summer every day. Trust me. Let's do it in Jamaica, where the summer sun is always shining, happy people always smiling. You'll see. Let's do it in Jamaica.
The sound of Koriq.
Get away, and we have summer every day.
Track called Let's Do It in Jamaica.
Let's do it in Jamaica.
This was his 2018 JCDC Festival Song Competition entry.
The nicest place to get away, and we have summer every day, just me. So intentional. Well, it's like a party every day, so we are gonna chase the blues away. Everything round me nice, I got me say. Round negative vibes, we now go stay. When I feel a party vibes and me want touch the road where the party nice. Me have my money, me we pay the price we come in. Pool party, black party.
17 minutes to the top of the hour. 17 minutes before we bounce on out of here. This track is called Party Vibes.
Party club party, y'all let me in. Hey, look out, girls come a road tonight, them nah cub up. Mad party scene when my car pull up. Champagne car get pop off glass pull up. Big tune a play, everybody on shoe up. Girls in a bikini, I show them flat sum up. Whiny for me, I try to wreak havoc. Hope it kinda fluffy, damn, look how she turn up. Me glad say I mean she a wine for another rubber. It's a party vibe, got me want touch the road where the party lies. Me have my money, me we pay the price. Come in, who party black party, y'all count me in. Cause I feel a party vibe, and me want touch the road where the party lies. Me have my money, me we pay the price. We come in, house party, club party, y'all let me in. And even though I them, y'all them me a par with. Be a sexy girl, me roll in and me car with. Clean like a dream, or you need me a star kid. Big stacks of cash, me buy out the bar with. Girls looking expensive like mortgage. Spring break time, them come out from college. No for them, they yard dash out like garbage. That means that we don't have no shortage of girls with a party vibe. And they want to touch the road where the party nice. Me have my money, me we pay the price. We come in, pool party, black party, y'all count me in. Cause I feel a party vibe, and me want to touch the road where the party nice. Me have my money, me we pay the price. We come in, house party, club party, y'all count me in. I want to party every day, so me I go chase the blues away. Everything nice.
This one is called Party Vibes.
Vibes will not go stay. When I feel a party vibe, and me want to touch the road where the party nice. Me have my money, me we pay the price. We come in, pool party, black party, y'all count me in.
16 minutes to the top of the hour.
And me want to touch the road where the party nice. Me have my money, me we pay the price. We come in, house party, club party, y'all let me in.
This track is the one that he did some filming for last night, right there in Sweden where he is right now. This coming track, it's called Count on You.
Whole heap of song up on the road, we talk about haters. Your friends and girls, they only love you for your papers. Special request to all the people, them will love you for real. The one that delivered sign and seal, so sing it with me. I've been through a lot with you, and I see that your heart is true. It's nice to know that I can count on you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When all of my friends them gone, you still manage to hold on. Sure. It's nice to know that I can count on you. Yeah. From day one you're there with me like a shadow. Joy or sorrow, you're there with me, never left me. No matter broad road or narrow, you never get paro. You're always there. That's why I say I could never find no value in running down on you, love. I'd rather part with you, love, because you give me true love. Struggles we've been through, but we still tighter than a new glove. And I've been through a lot with you, and I see that your heart is true. And it's nice to know that I can count on you. This much is true, yeah. When all of my friends them gone, you still manage to hold on. And it's nice to know that I can count on you. Sure. Everybody loves you when you're on the rise, but when the going gets tough, surprise, surprise, the mask comes off. No more disguise, you're on your own. It's time to wake up and be wise. I know say no for them, I never did your real friend. Thespians and actors, them did good for just a pretend for so long. But through it all, you've been there for me, so I will never leave you out. I'll always keep you close to me. Because I've been through a lot with you, and I see that your heart is true. It's nice to know that I can count on you. Ooh, 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 yeah. When all of my friends them gone, you still manage to hold on. And it's nice to know that I can count on you. One day I'm
make you my bride, girl. Invite all of me charge them, the real ones, one them way just not pretend. Who stand up in my corner like a brother, who present in the good times and in the stormy weather. Who want to see me prosper, nobody crush me for me cheddar. Them want to see me make it so them help me climb the ladder. And I sing it with me, yeah. I'm with you a lot with you, and I see that your heart is true. And it's nice to know that I can count on you, yeah. My face so lonely, you still tell that door. And it's nice to know that I can count on you. Life ain't no good without you. You should tell me. Just turns me on.
Playing some music from Koriq.
Set me free. You said
This is his rendition of Everything I Own.
the finest years
As we work through this musical therapy,
of all the years I spent with you. I would give everything I own. Give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own, yeah, just to have you back again, just to talk to you once again. And if there's someone you know that won't let you go and is taking it all for granted, you might lose them one day. Someone takes them away and they don't hear a word you say. And I would give everything I own. Give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own, just to have you back again, just to talk to you once again. I feel your love, mommy, after all that I put you through. Yes, I feel your love, mommy. I know there's nothing you wouldn't do, so I could feel your love, mommy. I wrote this song just for you.
this was a song that he wrote for Mother's Day. This is Koriq, I Feel Your Love.
You deserve to live like a queen, cause the day I'm born you give this world a kick. You nurture your baby and make sure you raise me with nerves of steel, so nothing much no faze me. Mommy, you've been my guiding light, always there to make sure everything alright. Your prayers build me, so wicked I could never kill me. No, I feel your love, mommy, after all that I put you through. Yeah, I feel your love, mommy. I know there's nothing you couldn't do, so I could feel your love, mommy. So this song is for you, cause in this whole wide world, you're my favorite girl. And I feel the lessons that you taught me, they won't be forgot. Every day before school, you must a prayer on spot. Proverbs 1 verse 10, mommy, you teach me that if sinners entice thee, consent down not. Important lessons, some did easy to learn, but some me never catch till all my skin start burn. When mommy beat me, but she never ill-treat me. No, I feel your love, mommy, after all that I put you through. Yes, I feel your love, mommy. I know there's nothing you wouldn't do, so I could feel your love, mommy. And this song is for you, cause in this whole wide world, you're my favorite girl. And everyone is proud of the man I've grown to be. And I know that all I am is cause you've invested in me. I'm a man of ambition. My plan to take over the world. My want to make scene from a movie that every broken heart knows. We were walking on moonlight and I pulled you close.
This is Koriq's rendition of Like I'm Gonna Lose You.
All alone. I woke up in tears with you by my side. A sigh of relief and I realized we're not promised tomorrow. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you, and I'm gonna hold you like we're saying goodbye. Wherever we're standing, I won't take you for granted, 'cause we never know when we will run out of time. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I love you like I'm gonna lose you.
6 minutes to the top of the hour, 6 minutes before we get out of here.
Think of a night, just a whisper of smoke. You could lose everything. The truth is we'll never know. So I'll kiss you longer, baby, every chance that I get. I'll make the most of each minute and love without regrets. Let's take our time to say what we want, use what we have before it's all gone, all gone. 'Cause no, we're not promised tomorrow. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you, and I'm gonna hold you like we're saying goodbye. Wherever we're standing, I won't take you for granted, 'cause we'll never know when we will run out of time. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you, baby. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you, and I'm gonna hold you like we're saying goodbye. Wherever we're standing, I won't take you for granted, no, no. 'Cause we never know when we were out of time. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you.
Here it is. We've come down to the end of the show for the night.
So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you, and I'm gonna hold you.
And there's a song that I said that I have to absolutely have to play. And if you have someone to cuddle up with tonight, it will work. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. But I'm a bounce out with this one. It's called Scream My Name. Artist goes by the name of Koriq. If you're not familiar with him, well, you know him now.
Yeah, baby. Say my name.
I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing.
My name, girl.
Catch you tomorrow. Healthy love.
The kind of pleasure when
Same time, same place. KevinStew.com. The night shift to DJ Kevin Stew.
for few days, sex you up in new ways. Fire in a
Rockthebox.net. PEMG TV.
inside, and I'm like, let's use the balcony.
Check my social media. Check the sites. KevinStew.com. The night shift to DJ Kevin Stew.
Bye, cause them no bother me. Relax, baby, them can't see it. We have our privacy. Tonight the road boy want explore your sexuality. The loving when me give you good like gold, alchemy. Me plan to kill you with the loving you tonight, girl. Fatality. Tonight me want you scream my name, scream my name. Tonight me want the neighbors them to dream my name, baby. Scream my name, scream my name. Oh gosh, yeah, yeah. Woman, me want to hear you scream my name, scream my name. Tonight me want your neighbors them to dream my name, baby. Scream my name, scream my name, baby girl. The look on your eyes, I say you want in the worst way. You want me squeeze your body tight like how your skirts steer. You wonder how me I read your mind and me so accurate with everything. Well, let me tell you, girl, it's not my first day. I've been around the block a few times, girl. Reality me talk is not just cute rhymes, girl. Me already hear you purr like kitten, but a ragamuffin sitting. The only thing we're missing is just to make me hear you scream my name, baby, scream my name. Tonight me want your neighbors them for dream my name, baby, scream my name, scream my name, yeah, yeah. Me want to hear you scream my name, scream my name. Tonight me want your neighbors them for dream my name, baby, scream my name, scream my name. Oh gosh, yeah, yeah. Tonight me want you scream my name. Tonight me want you scream my name. Tonight me want your neighbors them for dream my name, baby, scream my name, scream my name. Oh gosh, woo. Oh man, me want to hear you scream my name.
Feel free to call my name, yeah? Catch y'all tomorrow with Healthy Love. I'm out of here. Peace and love.
Now make you ball out, my want you ball out, my want you scream my name, yeah, yeah. Tonight me want your neighbors them for dream my name, baby, scream my name, scream my name.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.